If you just take a few minutes to sit still, pay attention to what's going on in your internal experience, you'll notice thoughts. You'll notice perceptions. Just the act of becoming aware of thoughts, as such, is valuable. If you become aware of thoughts, then you're not identified with the thoughts. You're not so entangled in the thoughts that you don't even notice they're there. So take a moment to just become aware. You don't have to analyze which kind of thoughts are occurring or whether you're doing it right, because that's just getting entangled in more thoughts. Rather, just kind of stop. Stop the grasping. Stop the jumping on board with the next thought. Notice there's a subtle tendency to grasp thought. There's a subtle tendency to go along with the stream of thought. But you don't have to. You can notice the tendency without even knowing exactly what kind of thought we're talking about, or that's being observed or moving through the mind, but just a tendency. Feel that subtle urge to grasp thought, or to even go a bit unconscious, to let thought overtake you. Notice the urge. It might feel a little uncomfortable, or might not. I'll promise you this, if you stay with it long enough, if you practice this enough, it will not be uncomfortable. Although you may go through a period of significant discomfort. You may even hit some fear. But if you stay with this, the non-grasping, the not identifying with the next thought, staying here in the silence of mind, the silence of presence, the stillness of this moment. Stillness meaning not entangling within thought, not grasping thought, not reacting to thought. If you stay here long enough, it will start to feel very relaxing and natural to do that. It's almost as if the thoughts are slipping on by, a little sticky, but there's nothing grasping them. And a bunch of thoughts move through, and then a few thoughts move through, and it's quiet. A few more thoughts might move through. But the key is there's no grasping. So what you're attuning to, instead of attuning to the stream of thought and the content of thought, right? The thinking about something, judging, self-judging, self-talk. So instead of attuning to that, which we often are doing all day, now you're attuning to the non-grasping. It's actually much easier because it's easy to track. We just don't grasp. We don't make thoughts. And if thoughts appear, we don't jump on board. Do you feel the spaciousness? The releasing that's kind of happening little by little all the time? It's actually very easy to stay still. It takes effort to stay entangled in thought. But we put that effort in so frequently we don't realize we're doing it. It requires effort to think, requires effort to analyze, judge, remember, fabricate a future and thought. All that actually takes energy. Being still of mind doesn't require energy. It requires a willingness to not grasp. So don't move. The mind moves, thoughts move, it's fine. Don't grasp. You don't have to follow. Stay right where you are. Stay right in what you are, what you always are, what you could never not be. I'm not going to label it because I don't want to give any thoughts to you. But again, just attune to the non-grasping. Attune to the not touching thoughts. It's a simple moment-to-moment attunement. It's a meditative practice, we could say. It's simple. You can do it with your eyes open. You can do it with your eyes closed. And the more you attune to the non-grasping, the more you attune to the stillness, the easier it will get to remember without thoughts. This is a remembering through presence itself, through non-grasping. It becomes deeply peaceful. And it also shows you everything you need to see. It will ultimately result in a letting go of the narratives, the selfing, the me stuff, ideas about awakening, ideas about your path, how your path is different than other people's paths, or whatever, doesn't matter. All that. Just thoughts. But at some point, it won't feel so real to you anymore. But this will feel very real. The real. That which eternally is. Not coming, not going. It's always been here. Deeply at rest. Attune to that.